Howdy folks, it's a cold, rainy fall day. We're back in Vintage Story. And in this episode, I'm going to just be working on the construction project here. I've made a little bit of progress since the last video. Getting some of these side walls up, but I need to quarry out some more rocks. Fill in these areas. And I was looking at the quarry mod, but I don't think I'm quite ready to commit to that. I'm going to just continue quarrying these the old-fashioned way. Which is a little bit painful, but the quarry mod looks pretty interesting, but I need to look into it a little more. Just kind of see a little more about it. Looks like you have to build some different tools and whatnot to make that work. And let's see, we'll get this one off. There we go, broke one. But I need to clear out this rock because I want to have this kind of leading up to the face of the castle slash manor slash whatever it is I'm building here. I'd have be lying if I said I had a really good solid plan right now. If you've watched any of my videos, you're aware that I don't do a whole lot of planning typically. I start with an idea and I run with it. So I think I will do this. I'm going to maybe come in from the back. I don't want to have to dig down though, so it doesn't make sense to leave these. So that's just the floor. So we'll do this. Got plenty of rocks for making cobblestone. I think I had almost 1,000 in the crate before I made these. And there's plenty of clay. There's actually a clay deposit right over here, red clay. So no shortage of the cobblestone. So I think the idea, I need to get some of this dirt out of the way too. I think the idea here is I'm going to have part of this be like the native stone, and we'll dig into it. We'll expand on it with cobblestone. It'll be kind of fitting into the rock face, if that makes sense. And it is also getting dark, so I'll probably be sleeping here in a bit. I was all set to go on a big journey, and it has gotten so cold. I nearly froze to death. Coming back from that little exploration jaunt we went on. I'll probably forget, but I have a screenshot of me lighting a fire. I was about halfway back and nearly froze to death. Because I was down here in the tundra. If you recall, down at the last episode, we were down here and I was coming back across. Down here there were no trees. And I finally got up, I think into these trees here. Was able to get a fire going. Didn't quite die, so that's good. Don't need these anymore. So these side walls, you can see, they're going to be part... Where's my lantern? I must have left it. They're going to be part cobble and part real stone. We got 3 rocks, so we'll just plop those down. But it is getting dark. I think I'm going to go sleep through, get to a fresh day. Hopefully it won't be raining tomorrow. And we'll start from there. Hey bed. Lets you sleep for up to 7 hours. It's just not long enough sometimes. I need to make a proper bed at some point. I'll get there. But you can see I've kind of made some more chests. Got this area cleaned up a little bit. Got a lot more storage now. But I did grab my lantern. So let's head back over to the work site. We'll see how it goes using the lantern. I put an oil lamp down there in the chicken house just to make it a little easier to see. So as far as resources, yeah, I got a bunch of low fruit soil in there. Still got 479 granite stone. Got some sandstone picked up. A bunch of pine logs. Got plenty of construction materials. Here we got some granite cobblestone stored away. So while we're down here, I'll just go ahead and grab that. Got some maple logs in there as well. I'm going to store the low fruit, and we'll get back to the rock face here. I think with the lantern we'll be okay. And I've got plenty of food here. Ooh, 72% spoiled. Not good. Spoiled food. I've got some more food in the cellar, I believe, so we'll work with that. So anyway, I just need to clear off all these ground blocks here. I'm not going to be able to use those. There we go. Back over to the fresh pickaxe. Let's see. Basically, all these need to come out as well. We're not getting a whole lot of stone from here. Kind of tempted to actually go for the quarry mod with this because we could slice that whole thing off, I think. If I'm understanding how it works correctly. I've seen it used in some people's videos. Maybe that would be the thing to do now that we've got this a little more square. Get this knocked off. And let's throw the ladder down here. I think the way it works is you build like the wedges, and I think you could put the wedges, I'm not sure if it goes in the middle of the block, the edge of the block. You could put wedges across the top, wedges across here, and it would cut out that whole chunk into rock slabs, and then you process the slabs into like stone or rocks or whatever you want. So it's kind of cool. Maybe we'll mess with a quarry mod, but I'd have to make some tools. I don't think we'll do that in this episode. Maybe I'll just get this cleared out. We can start working on some cobblestone. Sure if that would actually process or not. Maybe I'll just leave that. I can't make up my mind. Trying to record this during lunch break. Work has been super crazy busy, so a little more scatterbrained than usual. Let's come up to the top here. So if we look across, yeah, it's kind of hard to see. I need to wait for the daylight. Let's continue to this part. I was building this wall across. This is going to kind of separate the main part of the structure from the ground up here. There's quite a bit of ground in the way. So we're going to have to make some more cobblestone at some point. Lost track of the number of times I've been rained on by dirt. Hey! Thought I was far enough off to the side. Wrong. Let's at least get this wall over. We'll kind of know where the soil needs to end then. Yeah. You haven't played with soil instability turned on. It's a real treat. And by treat, I mean it's a big pain in the butt, but yeah, I'll probably just end up cutting that whole hill back. Aha! Didn't get me. I'm gonna have a bunch of dirt down below. That's the price we pay. Get out of the way fast enough. Alright, so that's the wall coming across. And then some of this is going to be like the base of a tower that goes up for a windmill, so we might build into that. See how it goes. This, though, I'm not sure exactly what the structure is going to look like quite yet, so we're just going to come across and make this part kind of level. So that it matches up. Alright, so we have one down. Yep, that works. Line that out. We get a little bit of daylight showing up. There we go, and then all this low fertility stuff we could start filling in here. Having it kind of come up against the walls. Not 100% sure what I want to do there yet. Now, of course, we got all this in here to clean up again. It's a continual process. It's okay. We can use this soil for massive terraforming. We'll get this all cleaned up, and we'll continue on our way. Okay, 6 a.m., and we're starting to get some light in here. So this stone path here is pretty easy to make. Let's extend that out a little bit. We just need some dirt, some stones. Let's just make a stack of that, I guess. You know, 22 will be enough for a while. The idea is the path comes up here into this kind of courtyard area. I'm not sure what exactly we're going to have in the courtyard just yet. But I wanted to start kind of laying out the entrance. So let me do some thinking. Meanwhile, I can get a little more light going on. And I'll bring you back in. That's a little more light, and I had to come down here to make some more cobblestone. And then I realized my food had spoiled, so... In case I haven't shown this before... Throw that in some water. Wait a little bit. And it'll clean the rot out of your bowl. And your bowl is good to go. Control right click will spill that right back out of it. And I think I've got a little more spoiled food here. Have that crack. That it's not quite all the way spoiled yet, so. Good. Slam that down. That's all the food there. Let's go check in the cellar. Oh, and our little oak tree down here along the path has sprung into life. So that's cool. Kind of funny because it goes from a little tiny sapling to like a full-grown tree overnight. Cellar's getting crowded. I've got a couple extra containers here for moving day because we will be moving. How's our fruit doing? Fruit is pretty much full. It doesn't tell me how long it lasts, unfortunately, in the jug here. That's all our sealed crocks. This is good for... That is sealed. It's good for 93 days. Huh? 0.3 years. Piece of mushrooms. Need to do some cooking at some point. And save this for the long-term storage food. We do have cranberry juice. Can we dip that with a bowl? And a little sip cranberry juice. Got a little honey as well. So I think I'll take some honey with me. The munch on. I do want to get into like mead and stuff eventually. Stuff's still rotting. That we can fill up, so we'll seal that. There's always a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to build, but there's so much other stuff too. So we got 3 fertilizer barrels going right now. Let's get back up here to the action. And I'm envisioning a kind of archway here, so there'll probably be some chiseled blocks, there eventually. And I kind of wanted... I want symmetrical towers. Kind of trying to think of how would I make like a tower type structure. And I may have some chiseled blocks. Let's do that. We'll have a window in the middle. I'm kind of spitballing here just to get an idea of what I might want. So I think on each side of the entrance we'll have a tower go up. And we'll probably, once we get that cleared out, we'll probably mirror the side here. And then at some point I may want to throw in some different blocks just for a little bit of variety. For now, this can be just all cobblestone. So we'll have kind of a grand entrance here. And it will narrow to a passageway, and then we'll have rooms inside. We'll have rooms in the towers for various purposes. I do want to get a windmill up top. I think I'll start with just a small one to power a kern. I need to look. We had a decent flax harvest. I don't know for sure if we have enough to make the sails. I gotta do some math. Okay, then at the very least we're gonna have a 2 high entrance coming in, although I think I'm gonna probably end up doing 3. And I've got a lot of copper, so I'm gonna be burning through copper pickaxes. Making all this. And I do want a cellar. I'm not sure if I want a cellar. Probably want it accessible from inside. From wherever the kitchen is going to be. Might make the kitchen in here, since it's going to be kind of one of the first things we need to build anyway. Let's do that. Let's have a door going in here. Then this could possibly be a kitchen area. I'll go in 1 block here. 2 high, just for a little extra room. And then I need to get a whole bunch of shingles fired because I want to make, I think, red clay roof shingles. So I probably need to make another 4 pit kilns. There's just so much to do, but we can work on that throughout the winter while we're running around trying not to freeze to death. I do have my fur stuff on. Got my fur coat, knee-high fur boots, and oh, gloves, right? That's the other part, and the gloves. So kitchen here, and then how would we want the entrance to the? It's cracked granite. How would I want the entrance to the cellar? Should it be over here, like at the end, and it just kind of goes down? Should we do a trapdoor? Maybe we could just do a trapdoor down here into a cellar area with a passage so it really keeps the light level down. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, 1 more level. Kind of over under the castle. That's not cracked granite. Just making sure. Neat if we hit an ore vein down here. That'd be kind of cool. I'm thinking we have the... So there'll be a lot less light when there's a roof on that, but we'll have the passage down. And we're going to come over a ways. There may end up being lots of tunnels down here. Then we'll have a cellar, like, say, here. This will be the cellar entrance. We get busy making more pickaxes. None of that is cracked granite, so that is good. I think we can go 3 wide with no trouble, but let's see what we get when we go from here. Yeah, because I think that'll make this all 23. Yeah, I think we're okay for 3 wide. As long as we don't have any cracked granite to deal with. That's way less stable. Yeah, something like that. So we'll have a door here. We'll have a trapdoor up here. We'll eventually have a roof over. Then we can make a pretty good sized cellar down here. All right, we're getting lots more stone to work with, so that is good. Let's hop back up out of here. Let's kind of rough out some more things. Actually, I might want this 3 high for shelves. We have our workstations, and we have our work area, and then we could possibly have some shelves overhead. Kind of liking the idea of that. Make sure we don't have any... Yeah, we don't have any cracked granite there. get busy making a massive amount of shingles. Yeah, cooking, you know, oven, stuff like that. I like it. We're getting there. And then I want some kind of detail on this, but it's going to be pretty basic to start with. It's going to be cobblestone. Oops. Got to be careful where you click. There'll be some kind of roof structure up here. I'm not sure how this will tie in here yet. I want something besides just blocking, but we can do chiseling and whatnot later. And then, is there a big door? I thought there was... No, there's the 3 tall door. Then we make the solid trapdoor. Just all planks. Okay, cool. We need like a big castle door. I'm not seeing anything in here. I'll have to do some looking. But the path would come all the way up here to the entrance. Let's go ahead and finish that out. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere. That's the idea. We'll have a kitchen. We'll have living quarters. Probably have a forge in like an upper level, because we'll eventually have a windmill powering 12 hammers. That kind of thing. And it might be kind of lopsided. I think this part here will be symmetrical. That's the plan. Then I may have a tower going off like this edge up for the windmill stuff. We'll see. I'm also going to look into the quarry mod and see what we can do there. But I think they'll do that for this video. I don't want to just go on and on. Just me digging around and figuring out what I want to do. I want to pare some of this ground back a bit. Yeah, there's been some rams around here, so I really... Oh, get him... I need to get him fenced in. We end the video with fencing in a ram. I know some of the sheep can climb. Can they climb fences? I don't remember. Where did I put my fence? Is it in here? Somewhere in here I've got some stone fence. There it is. Come here, ram. Can I fence you in down here? You're right in my farm area, which is perfect. I made it one block out too far. We can fix that. Okay, now we have a ram. If he escapes, we'll see. He may escape. I don't know how good they are at climbing. I thought you could double stack this. Yeah, there we go. I just clicked wrong. No, don't climb out. Also, this may help with bears. I can build a gate and whatnot later. Let's just see if we can keep him in here. Then we'll try to find some female friends for him. Okay, we have a bighorn sheep. Hopefully he can't climb roofs or ladders. That is my ladder there that I had to get up on the roof. Well, you can't put a ladder on the fence, though. Because it's a half block. Got it. Now let me get on top. If I do this. Yeah, that lets me get over here. Cool. Well, I guess we have a friend now. That'll be it for this episode. Thanks as always for watching. And I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.